Hey guys, it's Goosebump Freddy here, and today I'm doing another custom FNAF plush review. And today I'm doing 4 custom plushies I made a few weeks ago. So I'm going to be doing a review on Shadow Bonnie, the remake Phantom Freddy, Withered Golden Freddy, and I did make this a while ago, but I haven't reviewed it yet, and I told you guys I was, so I'm just going to put it right here with 3 customs I've made a while ago. So, yeah, without further ado, let's just get started with Shadow Bonnie. So I used my old Toy Bonnie plush, my fake Toy Bonnie plush, because I got the real Toy Bonnie plush, and just like with Nightmare Mangle, I bought the plush off eBay, and then I made her real quick since I was going to get her, and it's like the same with Shadow Bonnie, with Toy Bonnie. So yeah, I cut out the eyes, and I used black felt to make the eyes, and then put white irises in there. And as you can see, he's not that black. You can still see the blue, but you know, once I color it, it's just, once I do it like that, it's just gonna keep going blue. So I was like, I'm not gonna finish coloring this, but he still looks good. So I used 4 square small teeth on the top and the bottom. You can still see the teeth right in the middle. I really do like the teeth. The teeth look really cool. And I was gonna color it in, but you can still see the red, so I just used black felt to put it on there. And on the other side as well. And for the ears, I just cut off the ears because one, the ears are was too far apart pretty, and the ears were kind of wonky, so I did cut the middle out to, like, if you see the inside, I just cut that out, and it wasn't gonna stay, so I had to hot glue those pieces together, and then I put them on the black felt, and then I hot glued right there, and then on the back as well. Same for this ear. And then it was very hard to put it on. You can still see some glue right there. I had to put a lot of glue for these ears. So yeah, there's really not much to say about these plushes, except that's how I made Shadow Bonnie. So now we're going on to Phantom Freddy. Guys, I almost forgot that I did cut off his bow tie, and then I just put a black piece of felt on there for a bow tie. So yeah, now we're going on to Phantom Freddy. So this Phantom Freddy plushie is one of my favorite customs, because it just looks so detailed. My old Phantom Freddy custom looked terrible. It was too big. You can still see some white. I mean, you can still see some brown on here, but I did try. So, and it was also pretty, also took a while to make that plush. And that plush didn't turn out good at all. It didn't look like Phantom Freddy. So, I just cut out the eyes for this, and then, so people been making white irises, but if you look in the game, he's got like a white circle around there, and he's got white pupils in there. So it's just like a white circle, and then he's got white irises in there. That's how some Phantom characters' eyes are. And yes, it looks weird, but whatever. I used green, blue, and red felt to make the eye wires, something like that. I did cut off his ear, because he's supposed to have an ear cut off right there. And I used red, blue, and green felt for the wires right there. And for the arm, and I did do some wizarding right there, and then put the wires. I used red, blue, and yellow strip for the wires right there. Same for this arm. And hold on. Did I put a wizarding right there? I think I might have. I don't know. I used 2 black circles of felt to make the buttons. And right on this leg, I did some wizarding. I used a yellow and red Sharpie to make kind of like the wires in there. And for this leg, I just cut it off, and then I went to my grandma's house. I made a gray circle, and then she sewed on there, and he stands perfectly, which I'm surprised. So, yeah, and there's a withering right there, so I just made a gray circle of gray felt, and then just sewed it. And I used a green Sharpie to color the whole entire body of Phantom Freddy. So this plushie is freaking cool. I really do like this custom. So now let's go into the easiest plushie I've ever made. Withered Golden Freddy. Withered Golden Freddy was so simple to make. I didn't even have to use any kind of felt. So what I did is I just cut off his ear, and then I used a green, red, and light blue Sharpie to make the wires right there. I cut off his eyebrows and then used a black Sharpie for his kind of like eyebrows right there. He's got some flat eyebrows. I used the same colors like on the ear for the eye wires. I used a black Sharpie to color in the eyes because I didn't want to use any fill. And I used a black Sharpie, and then it got right there, which I'm sad about, but whatever. So I used a black Sharpie to make the line right there. I used black Sharpie for the withering. And then I used a gray and red Sharpie for the wires right there. So, yeah, that's because he does have wires on his feet. And I used a black Sharpie for the buttons. So now, we're going on to the last plushie of this review, Nightmare Mangle. So I made Nightmare Mangle a while ago, but I didn't review her yet, so I did say I was gonna review her, so I'm gonna put her in this video. So, this is, I'm not gonna say it right now, I'll say it in the Q&A, so, yeah, by the way, the Q&A is coming on May 2nd. So, I did cut off her ears, just like with Shadow Bonnie. And then, because the ears were pretty crooked, so I wanted them to not make it. Originally, I was going to use white felt, but that didn't look good, so I did use the ears. I did use a black Sharpie for, the withering on the ear. Same with this one, and then I just hot glued it on the same place right there. I did use a black Sharpie for the withering on top of her head. I used a black Sharpie, for coloring the ear, the eye right there. And then I used a red circle of felt to put it right there, and then I used a yellow felt to put it right there, and then a black Sharpie to make that little eye. And then, okay, so I did use a black Sharpie to make like the teeth like going like that. It didn't really go out that good, but I used a pink Sharpie to make the little, just coloring that, what do you call it, feather right there or whatever. I also did it on this side as well, and I did some right there. And then I used black Sharpie for the withering right there and the withering right there. I cut off her bow tie and then replace it with this pink felt bow tie, and then put a little withering right there. I used gray felt to make the second head with white teeth, a yellow eye, and then use a red Sharpie to make the broken ear, and a black Sharpie to make the other eye. And I used a gray Sharpie for her body. On the back I did withering right there and right there. And then I used a black Sharpie to color around the top of the leg, right there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this plush. I really love this plush. So that is it for my custom plushies of this review. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Peace.